Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse race in action. As usual here on the channel, nothing to write home about today. It was a pretty terrible day. The first one, however, I thought was a little bit unlucky at Ripon. Ben Aslam's runner never really got any room to run, and in the end finishing a bit of a frustrating third. But if you backed it like me, you might have got the 6-1 each way, so that was okay there. But apart from that, Massini's Lady was really disappointing at Newton Abbott. The Mark Johnson runner at Ripon ran okay, probably needed to learn for the experience, and apart from that really there was nothing really else to say. Very disappointing, but hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow. We go to the 3:55 at Newbury tomorrow for our first runner with a horse here called Gun for Hire, 9-2 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Richard Hannon, James Dilbert for the ride. I thought this was quite an interesting horse, really, making its second nursery appearance off a mark of 67. Ran a good race last time at Newmarket, finishing in second place behind a Rod Millman horse called Greeley, where if you actually look at the first few in the race that day, a lot of them had some strong form claims. But that was on soft ground that day, and the question is, does Gun for Hire like good firm ground? I think it's okay with it. It's run some plausible efforts, but I think what suited it last time was the up in distance to 7 furlongs, and they're staying with it tomorrow. And I thought 9-2 tomorrow off a nice low weight. I thought this horse had a fair chance, and I'm going to recommend that one to kick us off. We then go to the 4:45 at Catterick, and I like a horse here called Final Choice, 9-4 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Jumps trainer Warren Greatorex, his son Ed Greatorex, who's a flat jockey booked for the ride. Now this horse finished second at Chelmsford last time out after a very long absence on the flat. It's been going jumping for Warren Greatorex. Had a bit of a patchy career so far, but wasn't too bad towards the latter end of the last jump season in the colours of the Jockey Club Southwest. So interesting that they're sending this one all the way up to Catterick tomorrow. They obviously think it's got a chance. I thought it was well handicapped off a mark of 60, especially if you look at the race. There's not really too many contenders, I thought. And I thought really at 9-4, Final Choice was a bit of value there. We then go to the 5 o'clock at Newbury with a horse called Konigin. Interesting runner here, making its handicap debut for Luca Kamani. Jamie Spencer booked for the ride. Now it makes its handicap debut off a mark of 67. Now it's going up in trip tomorrow to 1 mile and 4 furlongs, and I definitely think that will suit. It ran not too badly behind Rafe Beckett's Thimbleweed last time out at Nottingham. There wasn't too much between all the horses that day, and again that was a stepping up in trip that day. You look at its pedigree, it's related to a lot of St. Leger winners also as well. It's got that distance element in its pedigree. It should relish a step up in trip. Around about 5-1 I've seen out there. I thought that was a really interesting runner, and I think there could be maybe a little bit of a punt on that one later on in the day. We then go to the 8 o'clock at Nottingham to finish things off with a horse called Moon Song, 11-4 bookmakers in this 4-runner field, so win purposes only. Trained by Clive Cox, and Hector Crouch is booked for the ride in the colours of the Cheveley Park stud. I thought this was quite interesting as this horse is seeking a hat-trick. Now the victory last time out has been franked by a horse of Johnny Portman's called Goodnight Gale, who went on to win at Newbury a couple of weeks ago, so the form of that is looking not bad, and I thought really you had to be going this horse, and I thought 11-4 was a lot of value. I'd be against Jeremy and the Cedars horse, even though it has got Ryan Moore booked for the ride. I quite like Moon Song's chances here. Still thought was feasibly handicapped off a mark of 74. So they're going to be the selections for tomorrow's horse racing action. Hopefully we can improve tomorrow. Hopefully we can have a bit of a bounce back and have some winners. So yeah, that's all I've got to say really. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here at Lucky15. You can also follow me on Twitter, my handle being at LuckyLoaders15. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.